think I belong here. I don't think I fit in.
Oh, nonsense. Of course you do.
No, I mean it. I mean it. It's just somebody must have goofed if I gotta stay here another day.
Peace! It's Professor Griff, public enemy, the ex-minister.
Which means it's too strong.
Peace. 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 Quan, what's good with you? All right. If y'all just tuning in, this is Professor Griffin. Of course, this is Serious Minds are in TV. And tonight's show, we're going to be talking about cognitive warfare. Cognitive warfare. Breaking and entering into your mind. Breaking and entering into your mind. Should be an interesting discussion. And from the outstart, I want to thank Quan for moderating. I'm being on point as usual. All right. Thank you very much. And I want to thank everyone that just kind of show up when they show up, however they show up. Hopefully people show up as their true and authentic selves. So I want to thank everybody on IG. Thank you very much for showing up. And all of the people that always show up when they get the alert. Sometimes people get the alert a day or so later, hours later. So just to let y'all know, my friend Miss Tyra Coles made it through her surgery. And thank you very much for sending the positive energy her way. I got word from her sister. Her sister, Ravella, and she said she was doing absolutely fine. All right. Okay. All right. So shout out to all of the cities checking in. Of course, I see Dallas, Texas. Of course, Quan is from Dallas. So anytime Quan show up, Dallas, Texas is represented. I guess some parts of Louisiana and some other places in the backwoods that I think Quan is from. I'm not sure what part of the sticks, what part of Louisiana, but yeah. It might be Butt Scratch, Louisiana. I'm not sure if that's a place, but I'm just saying she's from somewhere around that area when you go around that curve. Yeah, down over in that part. All right. Tonight's show, yet again, is going to be cognitive warfare, breaking and entering into your mind. So check this out. I want to thank everybody for participating, and it's still happening, family. This idea of everybody supporting the platform by sending in a donation on the Cash App, sending me an email to seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com, and me sending you out the ebooks. I've heard from quite a bit of people. I put that chump change together. I bought some of the things that we need for me to actually take Serious Minds over to the HHN platform. I had that meeting with my man Ant yesterday, I believe, and we signed the contract. So the way it's going to work is you're going to download the app, all right, and you're just going to scroll until you find Professor Griff's show, and you're going to see the unadulterated hour-long shows that I do, because I'm going to actually go out and interview people, and I'm going to go out and have those hard-hitting conversations that we cannot have on here. So if you want to donate to the cause, hit the Cash App, that's $ Professor Griff, and send me an email at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com so I can send you the ebooks. Now the ebooks, we're asking people to donate from. It starts really at $1, but really it starts some are $1, some are $5. But whatever you want to donate, I'll send you out some ebooks and some good reading, some deeper reading, stuff that the local news not going to talk about, some stuff that some of the brothers and sisters that have shows on YouTube try to talk about. You might get some stuff on TikTok. You might get some stuff on IG. All right. So that's just a chance them individuals take from with the looming threat of getting their channels canceled, snatched away from them, put in YouTube or internet jail or whatever. But that's the chance we have to take on getting the information out there. All right. So Quan wants me to let y'all know to make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and share. And do not forget to hit the bell icon to let people know. All right. If you would like to donate to the ebook fundraiser, you can submit your donations to Cash App. That's $ Professor Griff. $5 minimum, or just contact Professor Griff at Serious Minds. Pardon me, at 678-557-2919. Thank you very much, Quan. And you will send your email to me at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. So I'll know it's you. All right, send me a snapshot of something of the donation. I will send out the information to you. All right. Okay. You said off subject. I can't get off subject right now, Robert. You have to ask him that when you see him, bro. Yeah. But anyway, all right, let's dive into the subject. Now, just from the outstart, I would like for everyone to go to YouTube. All right. And you could kind of simply put in mind control, Stephen Jacobson. So what I do, fam, I make it very hard for people to even argue with me. Because if I'm giving you receipts, if I'm giving you the information, you go study it for yourself, and then you can have a quiet conversation with yourself about how this thing works. So tonight's subject, all right? All right. Yeah, that Robert, Muhammad, that's just too personal. We don't do that, man. Not on an open forum like this. I don't tell anybody's business like that. All right. I'm gonna put this back up, Quan. All right, fam. So now this idea now of cognitive warfare. What I'm going to need you to do is open up another window, and I need you to kind of look up what is the term cognitive mean. What does cognitive mean? And then once you find out what cognitive means, we're going to try to unpack what is cognitive warfare. So if they're waging a war, all right, let me say it like this without putting too many syllables together. With your cognitive sensibility, with your ability to think rational, with your ability to think for yourself. I need everyone to kind of just take a deep breath and help me out with this next statement. Did everyone see, or did anyone see, Mark Zuckerberg introducing the AI glasses? You said, why are people turning their phones off? I have an idea, but they already know this is a system, and the system, the communication companies are in cahoots with it. So the whole idea of turning your phone off, for what? They can communicate with you and get what they want out of your phone with your phone turned off. So, yeah, I don't know. But deeper than that, even if you turn your phone off, I want to talk about how they can invade and break and enter into your mind. All right. Terrence McKinney said cognitive warfare integrates cyber information, psychological, and social engineering capabilities. Quan says cognitive is the process of not only reading, but interpretation, thinking, being able to be, to a degree, analytical in some degree. Dale Dixon says other related to being or involving conscious intellectual activities such as thinking, reasoning, or remembering, cognitive impairment based on or the capable of being reduced to just basically having knowledge and being able to unravel that knowledge to be able to think all right, to take that knowledge and move it to the next phase as you begin to understand it, and then try to make it applicable to whatever situation that you may want to make it applicable to. I hope that's not too many syllables, but that's what it is. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, did you look up Stephen Jacobson, Mind Control in America? All right, I'm going to wait on everyone. Mind Control in America. At least write it down. All right. Mind Control in America by Stephen Jacobson. All right, and then we'll kind of give some more resources, and then we'll have this conversation. It is also your built environment based on preconceived notions or experiences. True. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. I want to give a shout out to Johnny Taylor and Little Goddess for the impeccable research that they do on a daily and weekly basis. All right. Day in, day out. I get tons of information. I mean, tons of information. Like when I say tons, I mean tons of information. So for me to kind of sift through all of that to come up with a subject that I think won't get canceled off, blocked, we get shut off or shut down or whatever. It has to be interesting. It has to be a conversation that I can kind of get y'all involvement in, and we can kind of at least draw some lessons from it. I think it's a beautiful thing. Johnny Taylor and Little Goddess, they send me that kind of information. All right, so let's start here. We're not going to be on long, but let's start here. Cognitive warfare, breaking and entering into your mind, brain, and reality. So if we start talking about alternative media for body, mind control, you having self-control, we do need to talk about some of those forces that are actually working against us. All right, so if you just do a basic search, hold on. Hold on. You could go to YouTube or you could go to just Google. All right. Let me see if I can share my screen. All right. Yeah, that's cool. All right. As you can see on the screen right here, when you go into Google and you put in Mind Control in America, right? I didn't even have to put Stephen Jacobson's name, but I'll show you. So, and I keep mentioning Stephen Jacobson. It's I spoke with him several times in the past years ago. I've studied his work, read his book several times, used bits and parts of his book in lectures and that kind of thing. It's a very reliable information. It's a very good. I mean, when you listen to it, it's almost like you got to rewind it a few times. All right. Thank you, Quan. Quan says social media is built on cognitive warfare. YouTube, Twitter, which is one of them is X now. One of them is Meta now. And Facebook are the perfect case study. And you're right, Quan. YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook are the perfect case study. This is why they have an issue with TikTok. All right. Something that is outside of the case study. So if you go put in Mind Control in America, one of the first things that come up on YouTube is America's Book of Secrets, DARPA, Secret Mind Control Technology. All right. Now, I'm pulling this up. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere. But let me say this. We've talked about DARPA before. So let me just ask the question to the family. All right. All right. Michael Allen from Chicago checking in. What's good with you, bro? What What is DARPA? Because we've talked about the history of DARPA. DARPA. All right, all caps. Take the word DARPA and put it in your Google search or any search that you may have. What is DARPA? Come on, this is Serious Minds radio and TV. So, all right, we have become lazy in our thinking and our research. So when you come on here, oh, I hear you, Quan. What is DARPA? When you come, I was about to say, when you come on here, we have to think and we have to begin to do research. Dale Dixon says DARPA is Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. So let me ask a question then, if Dale Dixon is correct. Did they have DARPA? And is DARPA actually the DARPA net? Did DARPA become the internet? Answer that question for me. Did DARPA become the internet? Did DARPA become the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency? Come on, talk to me. Moses Blackthorn says yes. Terrence McKinney says yes. So then if DARPA was the DARPA net and it was the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency and it became their internet, that means they've had the internet prior to releasing it and making it available to the public. What were they doing with this DARPA net or this internet? And then why do we, as the gullible masses, according to them, feel so comfortable with putting all of our information on this DARPA net or on this internet? And you absolutely are correct. Eric, the boneless, you said TikTok different than TikTok in China. They protect their children from propagandists. Maybe DARPA. Okay. So then we have to understand if the DARPA and the DARPA net became the internet, they've always had this. They've always been running this cognitive warfare against the minds of the people. So then if you look at your certain number 2 on your search, it says in search of the dark world of mind control. So they're giving you tidbits. It's up to us, all right, to fight back on this cognitive level in order to connect the dots and understand what they're doing, as Quan said, with YouTube, with Twitter, with Facebook, all right? Third one down is a TED Talk, how to tell up your brain brainwashed. Being brainwashed and under mind control is 2 different things, family. We don't have time to go into it right now. Okay, Quinty said, you said DARPA also manufactures weapons. I wonder if they manufacture mind control weapons. All right. 4th down on the list is MK Ultra, CIA mind control program in Canada. Coming up, bringing up number 5 is meet the target individual community. So there are individuals that's actually been targeted, all right? And they're coming back to their senses and they're telling their stories and what happened to them, all right? 5 and 6, 7 down the list, people trying to control your mind have more tools than ever, all right? And I believe this is on Complexify. All right. They have more tools at their disposal. And guess what is the main tool that they use to control your mind? Somebody answer that question for me. What's the number one tool that they use to control your mind? Someone said TV, someone said social media, someone said food, someone said microwave, someone said Facebook. Good answers. Someone said music. Very good answers. Very good answers. Someone said tech. Someone said television. Someone said fear. Someone said the media. Someone said propaganda. All of which are true, but that's not the number one answer. Those are answers B, C, D, E, and F. The number one answer is you. They use you as their number one tool because you are the one that give up your information. You are the one that lets your mental and your psychological guard down. All right? Because all of the things that you name, you have to give permission for. You are the number one tool that they use. Someone, TK says religion. You got to give permission for that. Someone says politics. You have to buy into that. Democrat, Republican. All right? Any side of the aisle that you're on. The left or the right. You got to buy into that. All right? Music. You got to allow yourself to listen to music. TV. You got to turn the TV on. Fear. You have to buy into it. All right? Media. You have to listen to it. Tech. You got to involve yourself in it and participate in it and with it and interact with it. So these are the things that they use. And all of your answers are correct, but the number one thing is you. All right? And in some writings, some people may refer to you as sheeple or just sheep. Unexpected public. Goyim, some people call you. All these other names. I just studied something the other day, and it says the term bozo is a name that they used to call black people, which means crazy or something in a different language. All right? Thank you. DJ Dre says, 313, says you have given them the permission to destroy you, and you're absolutely correct. Miss Renee Brooks, peace, queen. How are you? All right? Even with music. Does the master own your master? Because if the master owns your master, then who's the master? Right? So we're talking about cognitive warfare, breaking and entering into your mind. So they're not breaking into like someone's breaking into your car, breaking into your house. How do they break into your mind? How do they break into your mind? Can anyone answer that? How do they break into your mind? It's easy to break into somebody's car. All right? We can figure those things out. Terrence McKinney, when you said by using you, how? Quintessential said beliefs is number one. It was really, beliefs. Just simple beliefs. And when you stay stuck on beliefs due to your indoctrination, thank you, Chris, _318. All right? Just the idea of belief. Now, Nick, you're correct, but food and prescription drugs probably come in a close second because, they get you in a certain mind state physically, and then it's easy. But you see, I heard something else when I was studying. It said, some sister said, I wrote it down, but I don't have it in front of me. I think it's upstairs. The sister said the church works the same way Big Pharma works. Big Pharma have to keep you sick, and the church have to keep you spiritually sick. I said, wow. Comparing the church to Big Pharma, that hit hard, man. I had to pause and Sit back for a second and think about that. Big Pharma have to keep you. They don't want you well. The church don't want you spiritually healed and spiritually sane. The church have to keep you spiritually sick in order to keep you coming back. So whatever they're feeding you can hopefully heal your sin-sick soul. So then if that is the case, then who's actually running religion? And as Quintessential 1 says, is religion a psyop? Is religion a psychological operation? And is this one of the ways that you allow them to break and enter in to your mind? So if beliefs is one of them, Moses, I think that's silent weapons, quiet wars. Let's pause on what Moses just gave us. Silent weapon, quiet wars. Can we look that up? Everybody put in silent weapons. And quiet wars. Silent weapons for quiet wars document. Full read. Global News says silent wars. We don't pay attention to the world's worst violence. Silent weapons for quiet wars. Nick also says the never-ending pyramid scheme of capitalism, the religion of money. Wow. Wow. So family, if we are to, before we get off here, we definitely have to offer some kind of solutions to how do you protect yourself from this cognitive warfare? How do you protect yourself from them breaking and entering into your mind? Then deeper than that, how do they get your soul? Because I would think, and maybe y'all can help me, is the same methodology that they use to break some black people, to get them to espouse this white right ideology, this anti-blackness? Because you see them all the time. These individuals that look just like you and I, but if you close your eyes and turn away, you would swear these are some of those way white to the right white supremacist dudes talking about all this anti-black stuff. Now, for the people that's watching this, I don't want you to go crazy with this. I did not say all white people believe this way, so don't get crazy. All right? And I'm not one of them individuals that get on here talking about I got some good white friends. That's child's play. So if they're good and they're white and they're my friends, I don't need to mention it. I'm not one of them kind of individuals. So we're at the point where we're talking is the methodology that they use when they're talking about cognitive warfare, breaking and entering into your mind, subliminal suggestion, mind control, brainwashing, and all these things that we talked about. Can it be plausible or possible that they are manufacturing these bootlicking Negroes that come on social media and the news to espouse this white supremacist ideology against our people? Could it be? We run across a lot of Negropeans all the time. Gender bioweapons. Let's everyone pause real quick. Can we pause for a second? Everybody's take a deep breath, because when you talk about subjects like this, it is so much coming at us at one time. It's hard to even decipher some of this stuff in order to stop and think and say, damn, how do I even get through? How do I even get past this? How do I even deal with this? And then you start to ask yourself, can I deal with this? Is this way above my pay grade? Because it is so much information. It's like information overload. So some of the solutions may be, I'm going to offer the first one, and maybe y'all can help me out. Let's everybody just pause and take a deep breath. All right. So while we're pausing and we're taking a deep breath, why can't we get grounded? I'm talking about just a few minutes out of your day. I'm talking about doing absolutely nothing but putting your feet on the earth, breathing deep. Okay? That's all we're asking you to do. That's number one. That's one of my solutions. Can someone else offer some solutions before we get off of here? Misha Bell said family. What about family? You got to give me more than one word, Misha. Someone said natural time versus set time. Do the things that naturally feel good to you when you're supposed to do them. Natural time. So Unique Healing says, I gave you a hug today, and I'm going to send you a hug back. HUGGING. Hugging you back. As simple as that, family. Someone gave me a hug today. I'm sending them a message. I'm hugging you back. Are we too tough for this? Are we too intelligent for this? Are we too... No, we're not. Get grounded. Breathe. All right. Natural time versus set time. Healer, headless preacher says, have a strong belief system. Okay. I just want to say, headless belief, we don't stay stuck in the belief mode, though. All right. We move out of the belief mode into the knowing mode. I am no quell. Be content with a simple life and work on building our community back up. A simple life. There's nothing wrong with a simple life. All right. Moving meditation. Daily meditation, where you can reprogram your mind. Knowing and then applying. All right. Not Shobi. Why isn't it Shobi? Keep a superior attitude and a superior state of mind. Don't believe anything. Don't believe nothing, but question everything. You see, we're rapidly putting this stuff up, but we had to begin to put these things, all right, into practice. And then get to the point where you rise above this term practice, because you don't practice life, you live life, right? Okay. But we have to incorporate these things, all right? Like God Baby says, self-love and pass it on to others, all right? Quan says, look, how about just being on code? How about not acting like you clone Tyrone? Or you Tyrone that they clone? My moving crew support team says, breathwork is imperative to be able to cut off a thought. Think in the now and not react, yet respond appropriately. All right? That was the basis of Soleil Song Pranayama. Be here now. Be here now. All right? Be in the now. Sometimes if you ever do something and you say, oh man, I forgot to do so-and-so and so-and-so. I'm going to get to it in a minute. And you never get around to it. Or you walk in your office or walk in the bedroom or walk in the kitchen and get there and be like, what was I coming in here for? Yeah. Come on, fam. Misha Bell, you're right. Know thyself. Paulie Field said, yes. Eat healthy. It affects your thoughts and feelings. Quan says, how about knowing thyself and doing for self and knowing thyself? Self don't mean just you. All right. What was the good deed that you did today? How about this week? Did you do any good deed this week? I'm not talking about getting the cat out the tree or helping an old lady across the street. Dr. Sebastian Longstaff says, stay away from alcohol and drugs. I'm going to leave that on the screen for a minute. Because some people tell me I only do it in moderation. I only casually do this and socially do that and socially drink and casually take a drink and yada, yada, yada. And you're doing more social stuff and you always casual. So you always drinking, always smoking. Right. Well, those are some of the solutions, fam. If you're watching this and you don't know what to do at all, yeah. I always say one person, we're not asking one person to do everything, but we're asking everyone to do something. Not DJ Chuck, chill out. What's up, DJ Chuck? Chill out. What's happening with you, bro? We are discussing cognitive warfare, Chuck. Chill out. Breaking and entering into your own mind. And we see in the hood right now the effects of not only chemical and biological warfare, because they were spraying, driving around in trucks spraying New York. We didn't even get a chance to talk about that. All right. Rory, what's good with you, bro? All the way from across the pond. Yo, Rory, we talking about cognitive warfare, breaking and entering into your own mind. How they break and enter into your own mind. So we have to be very mindful of what we eat, music we listen to. Do you understand what I'm saying? And be very mindful, and you got to listen to the inner you, the higher self, and check the lower self. The lower self is always going to speak. It's always going to want food, sex, smoke, drink, hang out, leisure time, whatever. But the higher self is going to say, you know something? Yeah, I need to read today. I need to put in practice some of these things I heard on Griff's show today. I need to meditate. All right. As y'all know, I rarely discuss prayer because I think that's so sacred. And some people openly say, okay, well, I'm going to pray for you. It's like, it just moves me in a certain kind of way because, I don't involve people in my prayers. My prayers are between me and the Creator. It has nothing to do with anyone else. All right. So this conversation is to go from what cognitive warfare is, how it works, how it affects you, to some kind of solution. And that's what I want to be able to impart tonight in this show. What are some of the solutions? What are some of the things that you can do? Some of us work too damn much and too damn hard. Matter of fact, I only got 35 minutes because my wife says, you know something? You've been downstairs. I hear the music. I hear you going over lyrics. You must be trying to do some songs or something. She says, no. At 10 o'clock, if you still downstairs, I'm coming to get you. So I got to go to bed early tonight at the behest of Miss Soleil. I know you all already know she a black belt. Yeah, I'm not saying she could beat me, but yeah. I am kind of scared though because she do have a nice roundhouse over here, right? But anyway, I'm just saying I got to get some real rest. I got to get these things kind of like just clear my mind. All right. As of late, I've been listening to a lot more binaural beats. So then when I wake up in the morning, I can wake up refreshed. And if I have a song idea, I'll just kind of put it down and I jump right in the lab while it's fresh and make it happen. But I can't negate life. You understand what I'm saying? We had some water damage that I had to take care of. We had to take the cat to the vet. And I had to make sure the big, little, grown, not so grown children doing what they supposed to do and that kind of thing. And yeah, I had to see the tax man and these other people. Yeah. So yeah. And a lot of times, Rory, we tend to negate a lot of things because people like me, when we dive into creative mode, we in it. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes if she don't come downstairs, knock on the door, text me, call me, or just come down and shake the chair, I won't get out of it for hours. When I say hours, I'm talking 10 hours. I'll go out the back door, put my feet in the earth, stretch, breathe, get some water, and come back to work. I'll get a message like, are you eating today? Are you, like, what you doing? You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, we can't work so much that we negate life. You understand what I'm saying? DJ Chuck chill out. He might DJ so much because he got a new routine, because he got, he trying to impress this chick at this next gig. You understand what I'm saying? With his new fake gold chain or something, he might want to try to get the backspin behind his back routine down, and we don't know what that looked like. He might be putting in too much time. He might have to just chill for a minute, turn the turntables off, man. You understand? Breathe. Sometimes it's cool to walk away from it, breathe, and go back. All right? Okay. Today I had a pleasant surprise. I had two 12-year-olds ring my doorbell and want me to come out in the driveway and work out with them. And I did. That just reminded me of way back in the day before Public Enemy, when I used to train young people on my block in the hood. It was a beautiful thing, man. It did something for my spirit, for real. All right, so Rory, I got you. I got 2 joints coming your way. Chuck, chill out. Keep doing your thing, good bro. Quan, love you to life. Thank you for all your support. Johnny Taylor, Little Goddess, thank you very much. Really appreciate the info. I haven't heard from Great Filibuster. I haven't heard. Enemies Public is on here. I saw him earlier. All right. Chad, what's up, man? Mr. Jomo Kenyatta. Peace. What's good with you, bro? I see you. All right. All right, fam. I got to get off here because Rory's on here and I got to prepare myself. I'm supposed to be going across the pond. All right. Maybe I can do something live from there that y'all can see, and we can kind of talk about it. All right. Shout out to Ant, HHN .tv. All right. Should be a beautiful thing. All right. I got to get out of here because I got 31 minutes, man. I got to get into bed and get some real rest. As they say in the military, I got to shit, shower, and shave. Get some real rest so I can jump back on this thing tomorrow. All right. Love you all to life. This is Professor Griff. All right. Peace, fam. Peace. All right. Peace. Peace, Quan. Salute.